What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This is where I bring you some of the biggest news that you may have missed from yesterday today. Jumping right into it, I got a chunky bit of appetizers for you, but some really big, small, meat and potato, but it's very sustaining. So let's get right into it. First of all, I want to start off with loot boxes. Yeah, we're still talking about loot boxes in 2020, but not here in America. Over in the UK, and they kind of want more evidence based on the fact that they want to know if it's, just to know if it's proven to be gambling. I don't know what they consider gambling over there in the UK, but honestly, over here in the US, it's just you put your money in and you have no idea what the result is, and you're taking a risk. That's gambling. I don't know what's going on here. This article is on GameSpot, and they changed their PEGI ratings, and they said they changed it from not microtransactions or loot boxes, but they changed it to paid random items. The nonsense companies are doing just to be able to try and nickel and dime you in this day and age is crazy to me. But this is still going on over in the UK, and they seem to be, debating it in other places as well. But hey, hopefully we can completely do away with loot boxes if we haven't already in the US. And yeah, just let us know what we're getting straight up paid for. I love it, and that's what makes me want to play more. I definitely bit the bullet last weekend and paid $10 for the battle pass on Call of Duty. I regret nothing because I straight up know exactly what I'm getting. It lets me know right there. It's saying this is what you're going to unlock once you reach this tier. And I didn't realize what I was doing is that since I didn't have the battle pass, I had went really far down the tiers. And then once I bought the battle pass, about 50 to 60 things unlocked. And I knew exactly what those things were. That was satisfying to me. The sound of a loot box is opening, that's cool and all, but if I got something that's not what I wanted, I'm not feeling it. And at least in other games, I can basically earn what I want and look for it. They got missions in Call of Duty, so you're like, yo, you want this or you want some points? Well, you got to do these missions, and I definitely give them credit for that. But down with the microtransactions, at least here in the US. Hopefully other countries will follow. I don't feel like people should be nickel and dime. Next up, I do have some great news, and it actually involves EA. Now, EA, if we're talking about nickel and diamond and microtransactions, EA has definitely been one of those people in the past. Looking at you, Star Wars Battlefront 2. My gosh, that was just terrible. But since then, EA has been trying to get it together, and well, with the last Need for Speed Heat that came out last year, it did pretty okay. Some people say, the game's not bad, it's good. But as they close doors and they're not updating it really anymore, they're giving it one last update, and that has crossplay. As we get closer to the next generation, which very much excites me, the fact that crossplay across all platforms is starting to happen. It started last year with Call of Duty, especially with Modern Warfare. I'm excited because when I go into the lobby, I see some people on computers or some people on other Xboxes. This excites me. This is really awesome. And now you can race with more people. And actually, if a lot of people weren't on the servers on one system, you can say it now. If you're playing with people with Xbox or PS4, well, that's not happening, but Xbox and PC, more people are going to be on your servers, and they're going to say, look, we got this many active players, so maybe we can update it, or maybe we're going to make future titles. So definitely shout outs to EA for doing this. And yeah, we really need the bigger corporations, that used to nickel and dime us. We need them to set the example. Activision was also one of them. So they started with Call of Duty, and now we got EA. So awesome for that. Moving on to the next piece of the appetizer, we have an official app that you can paint on the Nintendo Switch. It's called Color, and basically you can also bundle it. It also comes bundled in with a stylus that you can, it depends on how much pressure you add. It actually knows how much pressure you add. But wait, here's another caveat. It uses the headphone jack on the Nintendo Switch. Not Bluetooth or anything like that. You don't even need to charge this thing. You just plug it in and it just works. Awesome. And I just love that, what's this, year 4 basically, we're in the Nintendo Switch. And we're still seeing stuff. There was styluses before, but the fact that we are seeing stuff that is plugged into the headphone jack and it's work, and you can also use a certain amount of pressure to do exactly what you need. I think that's awesome. Awesome. So definitely kudos to them. And now moving on to the next story. Well, this really excites me because we are officially getting a new Metal Slug game. I don't know if any of y'all are good fans of the old school SNK side scroller action game Metal Slug, which is a hilarious, fun, and very difficult game. I love the franchise. Metal Slug is awesome, and some of the other characters are featured in other games, like my man Marco, who was in SVC Chaos back in the day. Marco was alright. He wasn't a bad character, but it's awesome to see this. So we're getting a new Metal Slug game at the end of the year, but 80% done. They also have a mobile game. Yeah, we know everybody gets into mobile because, hey, if it helps support other bigger projects, all right, fine, I'm all for it. But this is also a card-based game. It already sounds like nothing I'm interested, honestly, but I'll probably give it a look. I love Metal Slug, and I love some games from SNK, all of the old school classics. But it's good to hear that it's a new Metal Slug, and it's actually very traditional. They're not gonna try to be like Konami with Contra and go off the deep end with it and just take it and run with it. No, they're gonna remain traditional. So I'm gonna say this is some updated visuals, some very recent graphics, and hey, I'm definitely down for this, and it's good to see Metal Slug come back. Now, we have all of those conferences coming up very soon, very soon, and also, I do want to say that we have a big one that's being updated, and more on that in a minute. But the PC Gamer, the PC Gaming Convention, they basically gave a list of all of the game developers that will be there, and there's some really big ones here. And I want to point out that we definitely have Sega, Funcom, Third World, and Perfect World, has, you know, Torchlight 3, Remnant from Ashes. I'm a Torchlight fan. I love the Diablo-like games. And Torchlight 3 getting ready to come out, even though they changed. It was, what was it, Torchlight Frontiers or something like that? Where it was going to kind of be a constantly online game, but they changed it and completely made it Torchlight 3. Now, I don't expect Torchlight 3 to be finished or even coming out this year, because I do believe in very early ahead of the year, and this year, they completely changed it and restarted development for Torchlight 3, and when they named it Torchlight 3. So I really don't expect this game to be coming out until next year, and Torchlight 2 just came out to consoles this year, even though Torchlight 2 has been out on PC for quite some time. But I don't expect Torchlight 3 to come out. I expect it to come out until, you know, maybe next year. But I also want to point out the fact that, yes, Atlas will be at the PC Gaming Convention. Well, nobody's going to be anywhere, but they're basically going to have a presence there, and they're going to show off some games. That gets me to wonder, does this mean that Persona 5 is coming to PC before the Nintendo Switch? I already have Persona 5 The Royal on my PlayStation 4. I was about to say 5. I'm really excited for the next gen, and I love the game, but I would have loved to have such a huge RPG on the go, because, you know, if I'm going to work and I have a lunch break, or, you know, because I usually drive to work, or I have a lunch break, or I'm doing anything and I have a second, I could pick it up and play it. You know, this is a perfect game for me that's, you know, on the go. But if it's on PC, could you imagine the visuals with the whole 120 frames per second situation? PC gamers, you might be onto something. It is a bevy of lists. It's just a huge list. 2K Games, Amazon, so many studios is here. The list is crazy. And hey, I feel like a lot of this stuff is bound to come to console, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye on certain things. But this is a chunky list, and I really think it's really awesome. So I also want to say, now, Jeff Grubb has been the savior of games during COVID-19. He's been dropping out info. He has been letting us know what's happening, when it's happening. But recently, just yesterday, he gave us a list of all of the things that's happening, where everybody's having basically their conferences digitally, but he gave us the complete list with updated dates, and it's a huge list. So basically, from June 16th to the 22nd, we're getting the Steam Game Festival Summer Edition. June 18th is EA Play, which has been recently pushed back. Also on June 18th is a IGN Game Reveal. June 22nd it just says Dev Showcase. June 23rd, New Game Plus Expo. Another IGN Game Reveal. on June 24th. June 24th is Avengers War Table stream, where we're going to basically get an update about the Avengers game that's coming out on September 4th. June 25th, Cyberpunk 2077, which I cannot wait to see. Probably my second most anticipated game this year. I don't know. It's really up in the air between that and The Last of Us, which I'm really excited for. I can't really say which I'm more excited for but I do know I'll be spending way more time with Cyberpunk 2077, as it is a different game, a much bigger game, where I'll be spending maybe a week or two in The Last of Us Part 2. Once I finish it, I'll probably revisit it later down the line, but Cyberpunk 2077 is an open world game with possibly endless possibilities. Who knows what CD Projekt Red is doing? But anyway, June 27th to the 28th is Bit Summit Gaiden. July 11th would be Warframe 10Con 2020. I only played a little bit of Warframe, and it's a pretty good game, July 12th, Ubisoft's E3 thing. This literally is what he says on the list. It's another dev showcase on July 20th. In July with question marks, it says Xbox Game Studios reveal. Now, I remember Microsoft, I should say, saying that there's going to be something every month for the rest of the year leading up to the Xbox Series X. So I can't wait to hear what they're going to have this month and next month. Then TBD for June or July, we have a Riot event, the Blizzard event. In August, we have, it says Xboxing Day, and also in August, we have another State of Play. But on August 27th, we have Gamescom opening night live. And then we have a wild card that says Nintendo, who knows what it will do. Honestly, we only know about Mario so far. We already got Xenoblade Chronicles. We only know about Mario, which is coming out the same day of Ghost of Tsushima. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that is exciting. It's glad to know about all of these dates right here in your face. And I'm quite sure, as good as he is, he's going to continue to update it once these dates get more solidified. And he's going to also probably put some times in there. I have full faith in him at this point. Now, I'm moving on to the last story. This is exciting. So we know the PlayStation event had gotten pushed due to all of the events in the world, and very respectful in that with Sony, but they finally announced that it is happening this Thursday, June 11th, and same time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And basically they also said that they will be donating $1 million to what's going on in the black community. I'm guessing that also means that they will be donating to charities, the Black Lives Matter itself, and other things. So I'm actually very, very excited. Expect coverage on that. I won't be streaming live. I will be home enjoying it, but I won't be streaming live. As you know, I am a dad, so I won't have time to, but I will be doing a video on it, talking about it. And they also encourage you to wear headphones because they did something special with the audio. They've been talking about the audio since the specs of the PS5, but I can't wait. Now, they did also highlight the fact that they're only showing games. So everybody halt all on speculations about them showing the box, even though we would love to see the box. It's June, and the system is set to come out October, November, December. It's this year, period, so we would love to know what it looks like. At least we know what the Series X looks like. I'm really wanting to know what's Sony's long game here, but I can't wait to see what games we're having. You know, maybe a new God of War, another Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn. Honestly, if they show all three of those games, it might be a wrap early for other people. It's crazy. Crazy. So honestly, I can't wait till Thursday, and I can't wait to, of course, do the coverage for it. Lads and ladettes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Please, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike. It's all good. And if you're new here, on your way out, hit that subscribe button. And as soon as you hit the subscribe button, right next to it, there's a little bell, and you hit all, so you know when your boy is posting. That notification bell. Lads and ladders, thank you so much for watching once again. This video is finito.